And now, your weather authority.
Well, Trey, I got to give it to you, man. You hit the nail right on the head yesterday with your forecasts. You had those cooler temperatures moving into the areas, as well as those sprinkled showers that we're still experiencing right now. So let's go 2 for 2, man.
Yeah.
Round
Put
us
it right
out.
here.
What do we got for us?
Let's do it. Yeah, we're going to have those cooler temperatures continuing into the latter half of the week. Rainfall for sure overnight into tomorrow. But how about a little golden nugget to start things off this evening? A beautiful shot, courtesy of the golden nugget right now, shows most areas on the Mississippi Gulf Coast either calm in terms of rainfall or clear at the moment, aside from those light showers, which we'll look at momentarily. The majority of rainfall totals over the past 24 hours have stayed to the south and east. That means from about Biloxi towards Pascagoula and the southeastern side of the viewing area, going to see a little bit more in that rainfall accumulation over the past day. But over the next day, everybody going to get a chance to increase some of these rainfall totals across the coast. And that'll kick us off with our forecast components this evening. That rainfall chance does definitely return into tomorrow alongside a steady breeze. We do have Sarah forming down in the Caribbean right now, just an invest. That's what we call it right before we get a named system. And then a severe risk also in place into your Wednesday, which we'll touch on momentarily. Water vapor imagery shows a few different changes. Number one, we do have that moisture surging up from the south, coming from the remnants of what was Hurricane Rafael. And then we're going to see some moisture kind of lifted into the atmosphere from the west, that brought about by a frontal system. We'll also show you in just a moment. Here's the current setup across the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Clouds and radar and the widespread region loop do show lighter showers across the coast here, and that's what you see when you zoom in as well. As I mentioned just a few moments ago, most of the showers right now for our viewing area more towards the north and west around Poplarville to Wiggins as well. Bogalusa getting a shower at this time. But temperatures across the board in the lower 70s along the coast, a little bit cooler as you move further towards the north, just a few degrees cooler in the upper 60s tonight. Temperature lows, though, going to drop a little bit further through the evening hours, maybe helped a little bit by those rain showers. So you're going to drop a little bit further. Some of you probably just about as low as you're going to get this evening, but a few others will drop a little bit further through the evening, brought about by some of those scattered showers and that steady breeze I mentioned coming out of the east-southeast tonight at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's a severe risk we've been talking about for tomorrow. Entire Mississippi Gulf Coast under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather over your Wednesday. This more so for some damaging wind potential and maybe some flooding across the area. The tornadic risk and the hail risk, both not zero, but significantly lower than your flooding and your wind risk. Now, you do have a mixed bag for your Wednesday. As I mentioned, you have those two components. You've got the moisture surging up from the south, and you got that frontal system coming in from the west. Both combined, this area in blue is a result. That means you're going to see that opportunity for some severe weather. Though just a 1 out of 5 on the severe weather risk scale, marginal risk, it's still worth noting because we haven't seen that in quite a while. And you see that frontal system as it approaches from the west, comes in on your Wednesday, and by the time your afternoon starts kicking off, here come those showers and thunderstorms moving through the area. This is something we'll touch on more throughout the show. You've got what will be Sarah down in the Caribbean. Then another look at your 7-day forecast shows we clear out and cool off into next week. Ethan?
All right, thanks, Trey. And it's never too early to be thinking about